Now last night was an interesting night now, wasn't it? Everything went well last night. Except when we saw that leopard.
Yeah.
You hear the jackal screaming already. And it's close.
Close.
That's a tip.
Very close.
That's very early, huh?
Yeah.
They screaming back at him from there. Wow.
2 of them. 3.
That's it. Female and male.
Okay.
You hear that screaming? It's like a child. It's the female, she's on heat.
Okay.
Yes. So when a male and a female answer like start screaming like that,
Yeah.
or even a male, mostly it's a male, and I could hear it's the male, I can hear the female.
Yeah.
It's when they vocally mark their territory. It's like a dog that urinates on the tree. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of the ways they mark their territory. And so you heard that you heard the female screaming together. So you'll hear the male start screaming and saying, "Hey, everyone around here!
Yeah.
All other jackal, this is my space. This is where I live. Take note. This is where I am." And then the female starts screaming and says, "Yes, yes, yes, it's our place." So then you heard there in the background there was another one that just answered.
Yeah.
It just said, "Hello, I hear you. I know that's your place. Don't worry, I won't come. I won't come urinate on your tree." So that's a
Okay.
typical way for a male to show his dominance, the dominant pair in the area. We started calling it about 9, and right here where this male was screaming, we shot our first male within 4 minutes, 17 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'll post that video on. I'll probably just edit it in here. 4 minutes after the call stopped, the male came in. Wasn't very interested in the vehicle and the light,
And then you hit it.
and I hit it beautifully with my 55 grain VMAX bullet, and it was instantly dead. So there's a major problem with jackal in this area. I mean, the farmer is a game farmer, and he's struggling to get his numbers up for his game. And so this is exactly what I say to the farmers, that every time you hear that jackal screaming on your farm, that's a hungry mouth that needs food.
You need exactly.
What is it going to eat? What is that jackal eating?
Animal.
It's going to eat the animal. It doesn't eat
Yeah.
sand
No.
or grass.
No.
We went on to call a second spot, a second stand, and then we had some bad luck with we got a fright because we saw a leopard,
Yeah.
or what we thought was a leopard, but it was so quick, and then we kind of got afraid and said we got to move from this place because just another thing jumps on the vehicle. I don't want to play with a leopard. I've seen it catching crocodiles. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen a leopard do some crazy things, and so then we went on to the third stand. Well, we actually didn't call on the second stand, so there's no video of that. And then we went on to the third stand, and that's where the farmer is he's breeding with his springboks and his exotic game. And that's where he's having a big problem, because his numbers they're not going up, doesn't matter what he does. And
Yeah.
the nyalas aren't getting more. Springboks obviously are a lot, but I've seen them a lot more.
Yeah.
It's not a big pack now.
Yeah. Not a big thing.
And then I shot a female. Well, I think it's a female and then a male. So I killed that pair. And then there was another one that came in at the end. Well, that last one was a female. There by the third stand.
May.
There was the last one a male.
Yeah.
The one that was in the road there, far away.
Yeah.
Okay, so I shot 2 females first and then a male. But I didn't get that male on video last time. And within 25 minutes, the first female came in. And as I shot her, it was so cold, and I didn't want to make a noise on the bucky with a case, the cartridge falling onto the vehicle and making a noise, because any jackal is close in that area, they'll hear the sound of metal, and that's not a natural sound, and then they will run away. So what happened is, as I was trying to unload the cartridge and take it out without making a noise and quickly doing it, the cartridge jumped out, jumped back in the opposite way, and it was so cold and my fingers were freezing. I couldn't actually take out the cartridge. I couldn't feel my hands anymore. I mean, it was, by that time, I think it was just after 5 in the morning. You know, I tried to make the shot count the first time, but sometimes it's difficult like that. Like the last one we had, and you know, we had to deliver a kill shot. But at the end of the day, what's important is to get these mouths off the field, because there's no natural predator to the jackal, and that I'm aware of. I think maybe leopard catch them. I'm not sure. I can check in on that. But the population is just out of control. When you hear them howling here at night, it sounds like a church choir singing. So this is a typical meal when you go hunting. It's a piece of pork. Usually we'd have steak, but I wanted some pork tonight. And this is maize meal, cornmeal for the Americans, and a tomato and onion sauce. It's a bit watery, but it's going to be fantastic. So this is typically what a hunter in South Africa would eat, and it is made on the fire. There's the fire. So really awesome meal. I look forward to destroying it. So yeah, I've got my scope, I've got my dimmer, my caller, my radio, and my chair, which spins 360. I'm still in the camp, so here's an example of what happens when I put the light on. I'm using a light force light, 170 millimeters, with a light force amp filter, and that's supposed to not bother the jackal too much.